In the colorful, chaotic world of Elmore, one character stands out for his unwavering optimism and perpetual smile. Darwin Watterson, the walking, talking goldfish, has captured hearts with his innocence and positivity. But beneath that beaming exterior lies a truth so disturbing that the show's creators could only hint at it through carefully placed clues throughout the series. What if Darwin's relentless cheerfulness isn't simply a character trait, but a psychological coping mechanism? What if every smile, every enthusiastic exclamation, every moment of blind optimism is actually the response of someone who knows they're living on borrowed time? This theory posits something truly chilling. Darwin's extraordinary positivity exists because he is dying, and has been since the moment he first grew legs. The evidence is scattered throughout the show like breadcrumbs leading to an unavoidable conclusion. Darwin isn't just different from his family, he's experiencing a biological anomaly that comes with a terrible price. His transformation from ordinary pet to family member wasn't just miraculous, it was a ticking clock that started counting down the moment it happened. Consider how goldfish in captivity typically live. The common goldfish's natural lifespan ranges from 10 to 15 years under optimal conditions, but most pet goldfish rarely survive beyond a few years due to improper care. Now consider the extraordinary physiological stress of spontaneously developing lungs, legs, and human-like sentience. The biological impossibility of Darwin's existence isn't just a quirky premise, it's the shadow that follows him through every adventure. As we examine the evidence hidden in plain sight across the show's run, prepare to see this beloved character in a disturbing new light. The sunniest personality in Elmore may be masking the darkest fate, the shocking truth. The third Darwin's fate. Darwin Watterson wasn't the first Darwin in the Watterson household, he was actually the third in a series of replacement goldfish given to Gumball after previous pets died. Detail carries profound implications when examined closely. The first two Darwins met the typical fate of poorly maintained pet goldfish, premature death. This third Darwin, however, exhibited something extraordinary, the will to survive despite being flushed down the toilet. The episode The Origins reveals the harrowing journey of Darwin back to the Watterson family. After being flushed instead of dying, Darwin underwent a series of rapid evolutionary changes that should be biologically impossible. His body, desperate to survive in an environment hostile to fish, forced itself through millions of years of evolution in mere days or weeks. His fins morphed into legs, his gills developed alongside functioning lungs, his brain expanded to accommodate human-level cognition and speech capabilities. This isn't just unlikely, it's a biological catastrophe on a cellular level. Such rapid mutation would cause severe cellular damage, tissue degradation, and systemic failures throughout Darwin's body. The laws of biology don't bend without consequences, even in a world as flexible as Elmore's. What's particularly telling is how the Watterson family accepted Darwin's transformation. While the show plays it for laughs, there's something unsettling about how quickly Richard and Nicole signed adoption papers for their son's transmuted pet. Parents who had already replaced the same goldfish twice now legally formalized their relationship with this third incarnation. Did they recognize something special in Darwin's desperate evolution? Did they understand that his miraculous transformation came with a limited time frame? The most chilling aspect of Darwin's origin isn't just that he should have died like his predecessors, it's that he is still dying, just more slowly and with the ability to comprehend and fear his own mortality. His adoption wasn't just a heartwarming development, it was the Watterson family choosing to embrace a new member knowing his time with them would be heartbreakingly brief. If we accept this premise, Darwin's constant desire to please the family takes on a more desperate quality. He's not just grateful to be included, he's desperately making the most of the limited time he has with the only family he's ever known. The hidden symptoms, signs of Darwin's decline. Darwin's personality and physical attributes, when examined through this lens, reveal themselves not as random character traits, but as symptoms of his ongoing biological struggle. The evidence is hidden in plain sight across numerous episodes. First, consider Darwin's extraordinary pain tolerance. The show frequently demonstrates that Darwin can withstand physical trauma that would incapacitate others. In The Joy, he's completely unfazed by having his face slammed into a locker multiple times. In The Words, Gumball points out that Darwin has thick coatings of blubber that make him resistant to pain. While played for comedy, this trait suggests something more sinister, nerve damage and decreased sensitivity. Common symptoms in degenerative conditions. Darwin's extreme emotional sensitivity contrasted with his physical resilience suggests a body that's prioritizing brain function over physical integrity. His brain, having evolved so rapidly, demands the lion's share of his biological resources, leaving his physical form increasingly compromised. This explains why Darwin often exhibits extraordinary intelligence and emotional depth despite his youthful appearance and allegedly simple nature. His obsession with morality represents another symptom. Throughout the series, Darwin functions as the moral compass, constantly worrying about right and wrong, expressing anxiety about rules and proper behavior. This isn't merely a personality quirk. It's the response of someone who instinctively knows their time is limited. Studies of terminal patients often reveal an increased preoccupation with legacy and moral standing as they approach the end of life. Darwin's fixation on being good reflects his subconscious awareness that he may not have the decades others have to correct mistakes or amend wrongs. Perhaps most telling is Darwin's attachment to anxiety. In The Burden, we see we see Darwin's extreme fear of being alone or abandoned. This pathological need for connection isn't just separation anxiety. It's the response of someone who knows on some level that each goodbye could be permanent. His clinginess to Gumball isn't childish dependency. It's the desperate grasp of someone who fears they'll be separated not by choice, but by biological inevitability. Even Darwin's sleeping habits hint at his condition. He sleeps in a fishbowl filled with water despite having evolved lungs and the ability to breathe air. This isn't just a comfort preference, it's his body's desperate attempt to alleviate the strain of supporting a fish physiology in a terrestrial environment. Those nights in water aren't just tradition, they're essential biological maintenance for a body fighting against its own unstable nature. The heartbreaking reality, a family's silent knowledge. The most devastating aspect of this theory isn't just Darwin's condition, it's the possibility that the Watterson family is fully aware of it. Their behaviors toward Darwin, when viewed through this lens, transform from comedic family dynamics to heartbreaking accommodations for a beloved family member they know they'll lose. Nicole Watterson's characteristic strictness notably softens when it comes to Darwin. While she pushes Gumball hard, she often allows Darwin greater latitude and expresses more patience with his mistakes. This isn't favoritism, it's the compassionate response of a mother who knows one of her children has less time to experience life's joys and lessons. Richard's childish inclusion of Darwin in activities that sometimes exclude Gumball isn't just about bonding, it's about creating memories with a family member who won't be around for the decades of future experiences that others will share. His encouragement of Darwin's whims and desires reflects a father's determination to ensure a short life is nonetheless a full one. Anais, with her extraordinary intelligence, would be the first to recognize Darwin's biological reality. Her protective attitude toward him goes beyond simple sibling affection. She corrects him gently, ensures he's included, and often stands between him and the harsher aspects of life in Elmore. These aren't just the actions of a smart younger sister. They're the calculated efforts of someone ensuring a beloved brother experiences the best possible quality of life in his limited time. Only Gumball seems genuinely unaware, which explains the unique dynamic between them. Darwin's extreme loyalty and willingness to follow Gumball into danger isn't blind friendship, it's the devotion of someone who treasures each moment with their best friend, knowing those moments are finite. His occasional frustration with Gumball takes on new meaning, not simple irritation, but the complex emotion of someone who doesn't have the luxury of wasted time. The family's decision to keep this knowledge from Gumball represents their most heartbreaking choice. They protect not just Darwin from the burden of explicit awareness, but also shield Gumball from a truth that would devastate him and fundamentally change his relationship with his best friend, brother. Instead, they silently create an environment where Darwin can experience love, adventure, and family for whatever time he has left. Conclusion. The most beautiful tragedy in Elmore. Far from diminishing Darwin's character, this theory elevates him to perhaps the most profound figure in the series. His positivity isn't simple-minded, it's heroic. Each smile, each optimistic statement, each moment of joy represents a conscious choice to embrace life rather than surrender to despair. Darwin Watterson isn't just surviving against biological impossibility. He's thriving despite it. His evolution wasn't just a convenient plot device to add another character to the Watterson family. It was the beginning of the show's most subtle, heartbreaking narrative. A character whose extraordinary will to live is matched only by his body's inability to sustain that life indefinitely. This theory transforms The Amazing World of Gumball from merely a clever, surreal comedy into something far more profound, a stealth meditation on mortality, family, and the beauty of embracing joy in the face of inevitable loss. Darwin isn't just a character who makes us laugh, he's a character who, when viewed through this lens, might make us cry and then inspire us to live with the same radiant positivity he demonstrates every day. So the next time you watch Darwin's beaming smile or hear his enthusiastic voice, remember his positivity isn't ignorance, it's courage, it's not naivety, it's wisdom. And perhaps there's no more viral idea than the suggestion that the happiest character in a children's show is actually teaching us the most profound lesson about embracing life even when we know it's fleeting.